Hey guys, AlduicS here, and we're back with Season 1, Episode 3 of Bocchi the Rock. I'll admit, feel very proud of Bocchi because she accomplished a lot for herself in a single episode. I mean, she earned herself a part-time job, not exactly by her own choice, but she didn't have the courage to deny it, so she was roped into it. She was able to learn more about her fellow bandmates. I'd classify them as friends, but that might be a tall order for our girl right now. Plus, she managed to survive the first day, which is always a high hurdle, a tall order, very stressful, uncertain experience. And for someone like Bocchi, you essentially just multiply that by a factor of 100, and then you get the level of nervousness she had. She was willing to create a cold, force her body into a state of sickness, of illness, all to avoid that first day. And I can relate because I've had moments like that where you don't want to go in. You don't want to do that. You're doing everything in your ability, but you can't exactly outright say you don't want to do it yourself. So you try all of these harebrained schemes to get sick or to have plans come up, but life never works out like you want it to, and then it has a way of coming back to bite you in the ass. Because it did. It came back to bite her in the ass. She got that cold a day after when she was supposed to. After she had survived her first day, found out she was enjoying herself, she had taken a proper first step, and was even excited. And speaking of that first step, it meant so much to see her have that resolve to change, even if slowly and slightly, to make eye contact with the customer, to stay above the counter, to deliver it face to face, to show the respect, to overcome her anxiety, her awkwardness, even if it was adorable and not necessarily the smoothest of exchanges, it was still a good step forward. It may have felt like 1,000 steps for her, but it was still, regardless, progress, and you have to appreciate that. It's a tall order to overcome yourself, to change your ways, and especially if you're trying to pull yourself out of your own shell as an introvert. This show continues to call me out. I relate so much, I resonate so much with what goes down, or even certain comments. It makes me feel all sorts of ways. But we're now going to be searching for a vocalist. More than likely, it'll be Kita. I wonder how we're going to recruit her. Will it be a multi-part arc situation, or will it be a recruit and she's already singing for the band by the very end of the episode? And I can't wait until we have a proper performance by the band, like actual improvements by everyone. Cut me some slack. It is late. Brain's a little fried. Sorry about that, guys, but I wonder if we'll have a proper performance where Bocchi's able to sync up timing and truly show her guitar skills, make herself shine. And if the bandmates will ever figure out that she's Guitar Hero, because it does seem like her sister, the manager for Nujika, might be figuring it out. She might be a little bit more in touch with what's going on than her sister, because her sister's just trying to get Bocchi to pay attention, to snap out of her introverted nature and her wild fantasies that her imagination cooks up, which do create some hilarious scenarios, mind you. Like, Cloverworks pops off with them, and if this is a manga adaptation and that's how they were drawn as well, I can appreciate it. But let's hop into it. Cloverworks absolutely cracked with this. What is this animation production? I love it. It's so unique. It's so stylized. The wild imaginations, the art style changes. You never know where it's going to go or what will happen next. Yeah, that's part of the joy of watching it, to be honest. Show's so clever. A human beatbox. Oh, took off at light speed. Is Kita gonna follow it and hear about the song? Oh. VA is on point with Bocchi. It's like she was born for this role. I like that we are using like real footage over this. I figured she'd go after her. Wonder why. I love the vivid imagery with it too. The pictures, the painting, still the way she's trying to paint the picture is how I wanted to say it. Words fail me. Still so fucking clever. Wait, did she run away from Kashoko Band? Is that the person that ran away? Like she wanted to get close to a senpai? Or have I completely gone off base? So she was part of the band. I love that she's being dragged. And there we go. Yep, and that is a lot of monsters. So she was the runaway guitarist. What is up with Ryu? I can't decide, other than Bocchi, between Nichika and Ryo, who I like more. Because I really like both of their personalities and how they interact with those around them. Soul is just slowly floating out like a classic anime trope. Illustration by Aki Hamiji. Thanks for watching, everyone. Why are they doing like an end card or something like that? A final illustration to go along with it. The show is something else, man. Wow, initiating a conversation all by yourself. Did you fall in love with her? Or are you inspired by it? Oh, wow. But everyone deserves a second chance. As long as you have a desire to change, a desire to improve, you won't hold down the band. Come on, Bocchi. Oh. Ouch. She down for the count? Love that Bocchi is speaking her mind more. She was taking it seriously, to the best of her current ability. Everything happens for a reason. It can be a terrifying experience for sure, but to have the courage to take that first step to overcome your own nervousness, your own uncertainty, would be. It's always important to go that route. Yes, you did. Facial expressions are on point. Praise me, praise me, praise me, praise me, praise me. God. Every time the art style changes or we get some weird, clever way of visualization for Bocchi, it just catches me off guard. Was she learning the wrong guitar? That has 5 string or 6 strings. So that explains a lot. And we're back. Vocalist acquired. The band's all together now. The band's been mended. The bare minimum of members required has been reached. So now they'll put less effort into finding extra people, into finding and filling positions, and more into improving themselves, improving their performances, syncing their timing, and overall just having fun together. And I do truly look forward to that. I do like that it was Kita. I believe I called it, or at least made an offhand comment that it might have been Kita, or the what are the chances it would be. Either way, still love that twist that it was Kita who ran off. She had lied about her ability with the guitar, but she'll be the vocalist filling that slot. And then it falls to Bocchi to teach her because she misunderstood and got the wrong guitar. It was a bass and not an electric guitar, and that's what she was learning on. So of course she'd have issues because she was learning the wrong material for the wrong instrument. Even if they are similar to a degree, there's still a very stark difference between them. But with Bocchi teaching her and everything, it should be far easier for her to understand what's going on, especially now that, she has a guitar that suits her, or one that's easier to understand going forward. And also the fact that Rio, even despite being the rich girl and her, how do I say, irresponsible spending habits causing her to run out of money and everything and be forced to eat weeds, her wild aspect about her. Still so hard to choose who I like more, Nijika or Rio. Kita, I definitely do enjoy. We'll need to spend more time with her, obviously, but Nijika and Rio are just sources of entertainment. They're always a delight to watch when we're not also focused on Bocchi, because Bocchi, I feel so bad for her, and I feel so related. I resonate with her, and I do laugh at a lot of the shenanigans she ends up getting roped into in her wild fantasies, but this girl, there is so many hurdles on her journey to overcoming her introverted nature. But, as I said, now with the band all together, they can improve, and it's one step further to performing at a cultural festival or reaching stardom for themselves. And I do like that she was more forthcoming about her emotions, her thoughts, more willing to express herself after she overcame the initial fear, the initial uncertainty of starting a conversation, but she even initiated or attempted to initiate conversations. It still does take a little bit of people trying to help her out in that regard, but progress is progress. Always got to celebrate it. Already coming so far, 3 episodes in. And speaking of the 3 episodes in, did it pass that initial rule? Yes, it did. Definitely enjoyed myself. Even though there's nothing super complicated to talk about, it's still such a very fun ride. Unexpectedly enjoyable is how I'd probably put it. In addition to absurdly creative, because the art style changes, Bocchi's wild imaginations, and how it's all visualized, how the line art changes in response, the facial expressions. Oh, Cloverworks is absolutely correct. It's so good, and I'll probably sound like a broken record because I'll repeat myself as many times as I have to. I can't gush enough about the varied art styles. It's definitely taxing on the production staff to do stuff like this so consistently. But you can also feel the passion, the support, the love for the material, for the source. And if it is a manga adaptation, I wonder if it's like this in the manga, or if they're going above and beyond in terms of adaptation. And I don't even know how much manga, if it is, there is out there for this. Like, is this adapting everything into one season, or is it still ongoing? All of those fun details. I also can appreciate that they're very frank, very open about the whole Kita aiming to be Ryo's girl. Like, she fell head over heels. They're not hiding it, they're not ashamed about it. It's just, they put it out there, treat it like normal. No need to make a big deal out of it. I can really appreciate it. But never underestimate the power of an extrovert. I love that Bocchi was like, I'm losing my I'm losing my identity, I'm losing my place and everything, because an extrovert is fearsome. I've had moments where I've been the introvert in that situation, and I've been the extrovert in that situation. It all depends on the time, the place, the season, a bunch of whole factors and everything. But I think that's what we're on to. So let me know your thoughts on my reaction, on my commentary, on the episode itself. What do you think of the characters? How do you rank the characters? All those fun comments. I do my best to read every single comment and respond to them when possible. And while you're down there leaving a comment, you should like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload next. Check out my links down below. My Twitter, my Twitch, my Kitsu, my Patreon, my Discord, even my VOD channel. Support me on all those platforms if you can. It'd be very much appreciated, but not mandatory. It's been AlduicS. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.